back to a brand new video. Again, thank you so much for joining us. My name is Heinzie. We're live on the Grizzy session. We do this Friday nights, 11 p.m. US. It is nuts. We've got some amazing people. We have Dialer up the top left. We have Fulbright here as well, top right. We have John Cutter down the bottom left and Grid, that hot unit there as well. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining us. If you're brand new to this channel, smash that red button. It is super, super important to help us grow this awesome channel. So, guys, we got 5v5 coming up, right? We got 5v5 on our way. We thought we'd put together some teams that are pretty solid. We took the Galactic Legends out, and we took out, Jedi Knight Luke because he's kind of a Galactic Legend anyway, right? So, close enough too. So, we took him out of the list, and we picked a top 10 teams that we think will be really, really handy in 5v5 coming up. So, guys, let's bring up the list that we put together. But before we do that, let's quickly talk about Kenobi. I want to start with Dialer up the top, bro. How have you found Kenobi since he's arrived? Has he been much of a game changer that a few of us thought or not, bro? What was the thought? What was the thought?
No,
can I get
on my arena shard, no, he has not
membership?
been a game changer. So it's weird. So you have your Jedi Master Kenobi team, and he's not ultimate, and you're able to kill some stuff, but you're not going to hold on defense. And then as soon as you put the ultimate on him, it's weird because then gas can counter him.
Yeah,
it's kind of stupid, and they got to kind of fix that, because as soon as the Kenobi team on defense gets the high ground and they can target whoever they want, they're going to everybody except for gas, and then it's a gong show. So I think that he's a nice addition. I welcome him. He's going to be great for me on offense, but is he changing anything? No. You can easily counter him with ultimate, the full team modded well with the old Jedi Knight Revan Jedi team with Jedi Master Luke.
Yeah,
so
straight up, absolutely. And Fulbright as well, man. Just a quick one. Obviously, I know that you have him unlocked as well, of course.
Yeah, yes.
Haven't seen him too much in arena. Not gonna lie, haven't seen him too much in arena around the place. So again, just too open to counters. Just drops too quickly in arena, or people just aren't putting them on because they don't know how to use him yet.
They've been kind of avoiding mine in arena. I think it's because I'm just in like a lazy shard. But while I do totally agree with Dialer, I think that the addition of Kenobi allows us a little bit more versatility. So if you kind of know your opponent's tendencies, you might be able to mix and match your Jedi to kind of throw them off if you have a good GAC history on your opponent.
Yeah, no, fair enough, absolutely. And Cutter, working best with Cam, our boy Kenobi at the moment, still the best fit with Cam, brother, or how are you finding things there? What do you think?
I've really been exploring with him this week in arena, and I love it with Cam. Now, I'm one of, I think, 3 or 4 people in my shard that's actually got JMK unlocked with the ultimate, but I'm the only one with a 7-star Cam, and kind of like Fulbright, real laid-back shard. So I've not dropped nearly as far in arena as I normally do, leaving Cam in there. And, of course, going back through with offense, it dominates. It's unreal how well the team does. So I love it. I love Cam in there.
Yeah, it's the only way to go. Just getting all those extra attacks, the extra speed in, that just can't hurt.
And the armor shred too.
Yeah,
with
true.
Cam in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I personally run Gas Knight Arena team, and I think that's probably one of the more effective ways to run him.
Yep.
But you're doubling up the armor shred, and it's just a beast team. And I'll be eager to see how it works with Cat. Cat's going to be a big deal too.
Absolutely. Well, I was going to talk to Grid about that actually, as far as we do have, of course, Commander Ahsoka Tano coming our way in around 10 to 12 days from now from recording this. Dude, how's she going to slot in? Your thoughts, Grid, on Cat jumping into that lineup, or are we going to use her somewhere else? What are you thinking?
I think it's going to be one of those a similar situation to, and I don't know, you guys feel free to chime in on this as well, you guys. I feel like it's going to be a similar situation to like JML in Arena versus JML in GAC. JML in Arena, you're going to do, Jedi Knight Revan lead with JML, with Gas, with JKL, with Water, Hoda, or whatever it is. And that just eats up too many people. I think in Arena, Cat is going to be best with Kenobi, but I think maybe in GAC, we might see her used in other team compositions. Maybe not, maybe we will. But that's where I could see her being used, while she might be ideal with Kenobi in Arena. I think we might use her in other places in GAC. She's so plug and play that I feel like you could just use her in a lot of different places that might not necessarily, if you put her with Kenobi, I don't know if it's going to change a whole lot for the counter. Maybe it will.
Yeah.
I don't know. I that's how I kind of see her being. I'm really looking forward to getting her. She's going to be really fun, though. That's for sure.
She's going to be epic. And again, obviously, yeah, as it's mentioned in chat at the moment, it's going to slot in really well with the Padme team, of course, as well. So there's going to be some really cool, dynamics, and we're going to see what works better and what doesn't in time. Certainly. So I'm a bit thrilled about that. But guys, let's get down to it. Let's get down to the list. So we have a top 10 list. So what we've done is we've taken out all the Galactic Legends from the list, right? We've taken out Jedi Knight Luke because we know that, he's best used, of course, as we know, in a Galactic Luke team. So we thought it doesn't make sense throwing him in the list either. So we took both of those out, guys. And this is the list we came up with for a top 10 5v5 teams to use. And for some reason, it's bloody not lined up the way that I want it to be. So I'm going to quickly fix that now because that'd be way too easy. But guys, the thoughts on the list to start with. Now let's start. We've got, of course, number 1, we're going to have Vader. Number 2, Gas. Number 3, we got Darth Revan. 4, Jedi Knight Revan. 5, Troopers. We've also got CLS at number 6. We got 7, got Padme. Then we got, of course, Grievous, tried and tested at number 8. Number 9, the Bounty Hunters. And then, of course, 10, some sister actions. So, guys, that's our list. So let's quickly start with Dialar on number 1, bro. Let's go the Vader lineup. Now, I mean, we have, of course, a team that will take down a Galactic Legend Rey, right? It's a solid counter. Mm-hmm. It has to be close to number 1, doesn't it, brother? I mean, that's just a given, yeah?
Yeah, so if we're going about someone that doesn't have any GLs, then of course, Vader can counter so much. You throw Moff Gideon on that team, you throw Watt on that team, you can just point and shoot. Yeah. You're going to be able to kill so much. You're going to see Geo's teams, you're going to see Mon Mothma teams, you're going to see so much stuff. And remember, we're going to be having to set 4 more teams in Div 1, which means you're going to need 4 more teams on offense. There's going to be some trash if you have him at the end, just point and shoot for an easy 60. Yeah. Take Shore Trooper off there, take Thrawn off there, and get some higher banners. Then get like 62 banners if you want. Yeah. So yeah, Vader has to be number 1.
There you go, straight up. Fulbright, Gas, bro, Gas team. Yep. Man, damn solid, damn straight. Does some beautiful work, brother, on offense, man. And it's been holding.
Still the standard.
It is.
Still the standard.
Yeah. Do you still just save him for attack? Do you prefer him on defense, or what are your thoughts with Gas? What do you like?
Man, here's the thing. Every one of these teams on this upcoming GAC, they can play either role. Every one of these you can set on defense or use on offense. Yeah. And with Gas, I personally prefer him on defense, but you can also use him for offense to get some pretty serious banners on a lot of the teams. I mean, it's just the way it is. And Gas can also be interchanged to use himself can be used in multiple teams to kill GLs.
Correct.
So yeah, it's great.
Using him in attack, does it hurt a little bit with the 5 sacrifice? Because you're going to lose banners with the 5 sacrifice.
When you use him on attack, if you notice, the computer does not actually target. They don't target him, or they target him first. So you never really get the sacrifice. I always find that I can keep him alive, especially if you know how to mod your Gas. Yeah. Or know how to mod your 5s. Yeah. So you can always keep him alive.
Fair enough.
But they always target him, so I don't know why, but they do.
Fair enough. Absolutely. Let's move to number 3 and our boy Cutter. Dude, let's talk Darth Revan, man. Solid bloody team since the team came in. Standard sort of lineup with, of course, Darth Revan, Basti, Malik, Marauder, and HK, bro. Tried and tested. Works well in attack and defense, yeah?
So my take on that is yes and no. Sure, DR is a great team. Okay, especially if you have them well modded, or and well modded, that can be a really fast DR, or it can be a DR that's slower than Malik. You can trip people up when you manipulate the speed and turn order. Yep. But anymore, like you just point out with Vader being a top team here, you're number 1 on your list, you can kill a DR team with ease. Anymore, there's just so many ways you can go about it. Bounty hunters, not as reliable, but there's a lot of different ways you can kill it. So for me, I don't know if I'm allowed to dispute the list or say I don't completely agree, because DR is fabulous, but I do think we've kind of got to a point in the game where DR is still very, very good, but
not as good as
you know,
he
when
was.
you get to that end game level, it's just changed. You know, it's been around long enough. People able to play around and try different things. It's I don't know if it merits number 3. I certainly agree it merits top 10 because it is DR.
Yeah.
But it's tough. It really comes down to how well you have modded. You know, myself. With so many other GLs and so many other teams that you could say takes precedency or mods, is my DR comp where I want it to be? No.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure a lot of other people would say the same thing. We put our mods where the priorities are, but, you know, it's still solid. I will give it that. It's definitely top 10 in my mind.
Fair enough, brother. Absolutely. More than welcome to dispute the list. Never again you joining us on these streams. I'm joking. It's a joke. It's a joke. Grid, dude. Jedi Knight Revan, dude. Tried again. Talk about tried and tested. Has been incredible
Jedi
since
Knight
he's
Revan.
arrived.
Oh, me again?
No, Grid's turn this time. Our boy Grid.
All right, Grid.
Our boy Grid. We're gonna go round. We're going round the corn, bro. So yeah, Grid.
All right.
Jedi Knight Revan, bro. Your thoughts?
I, comparatively to the rest of the list, I can see him being. I would have bumped him a little bit, just a little bit, in that specific lineup. And that's, I mean, you can use that to beat most teams out there. We'll get to it later, but I feel like CLS might have taken that spot in my personal opinion.
Ooh, I
could see that CLS squad. We'll get to that eventually, but I could have seen CLS being around 4 and then Jedi Knight Revan. But it's a super safe team. We're talking very specific to GAC. It's a very safe team. You can counter most teams out there. And the really good thing about that is you're going to probably get max banner since there's so much health and protection recovery. I think that's a very strong suit of that team. Yep. Whether offense or defense, it takes a long time to get through on defense. Hopefully it seals some banners on the way out. And on offense, if you were to use it, which is personally why I like to use it on offense, is it's very easy to get maximum banners. My mindset with GAC has changed a little bit from teams that either get holds or clear anything no problem, has changed to, instead of getting a hold, to stealing banners. And on offense has changed to getting maximum banners, is kind of how my thought process has changed a little bit. And Jedi Knight Revan, he's annoying on defense. He can get max banners on offense. So I do think he deserves a top role like this, but that dude's been annoying since the day he joined the game.
Yeah.
Whatever comp you're using him, if you're doing this, that's a nightmare, dude.
Yeah.
That's a nightmare of foresight, of buffs, of healing, of everything. And like, that team's so freaking obnoxious. I mean, obviously we have Galactic Legends that will solo it, but like, that team's been annoying since it joined the game.
Breaking news! Straight up. Unbelievable.
Tinder gets a Tinder match.
Yoda's gone back.
She's
We're
gone.
live right now, so we're getting alerts as we go, guys. That's what happens when you go live. We are live right now. No BS. This is not pre-recorded stuff. We're going live. We're going to get pop-up stuff like that kick in. Let's move on to number 5. Dialar, let's talk troopers, man. I love Frank the Tank, otherwise known as Dark Trooper. He just goes, bah, 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 and just knocks people the out. It's fantastic. Up and running. Oh! We have more alerts going off.
Tinder gets a Tinder match.
It's kicking in.
And she's gone.
Oh, it's all happening. It's all happening right now. Oh my goodness. We gotta get that sorted. Okay, sorry. Dialar, let's talk bro troopers. I love them a lot.
What can you say? When they gave us Piet, it became almost an A team. When they gave us Dark Trooper, it became a must-have. Like, look at the troopers are in the top 5 in 2021. No one would have thought that without Piet and Dark Trooper. And you throw them off Gideon in there too. Now you're killing C's. Any C lineup, if you're properly modded, you're gonna kill it. So the troopers, Night Sisters, dead. Geos, dead. C, dead. I myself have not had a lot of luck killing Rays with them, but I know it's possible. Dead. It's a GL killer as
that's a good one too.
It kills so much. So if troopers had to be in the top 5 of this list, just because they just When they do what they do it so beautifully. They're such a good team.
That's what it's all about. Absolutely. Let's move to number 6, the questionable one. Let's go. You know, I'm going to jump to you for the next one, Fulbright, but I want to get back to Grid on CLS. He brought that up before. So CLS is number 6. I'll come back to you, Fulbright, in a second. We'll go to Grid if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
Your thoughts, Grid, on CLS, bro? You reckon that should be further up the list, yeah?
Yeah, I probably would have put CLS around number 4. That specific lineup in that 5v5 squad,
penis.
Disgusting.
that team is absolutely disgusting in 5v5. No matter what, you are losing banners on defense. There's just not enough time. You're probably going to lose somebody, but there's not many teams that are going to walk away with full banners against that team.
Yep.
There's not many teams that are going to beat that, like, in general, like excluding Galactic Legends. Like, you got Sith Empire, Gas can lose to it.
Yep.
Jedi Knight Revan can lose to it. It can't beat it, but it's definitely possible to lose to it. And if that's just on defense, but if we're talking offense, it's going to get max banners against so many teams and even destroy some Galactic Legends, like almost no that team is probably my favorite faction in the game. It's really close to Imperial Troopers. I love whenever a non-galactic team has, whenever a non-galactic legend team has such an influence and such a dominating presence as those two teams have, absolutely deserve some of those top spots. But I probably would have put CLS at 4.
Fair enough. Done a
It's
swapsies on
just
4 to 6.
Such a good team.
Not the end of the world. They're both bloody good. That's all that matters.
Yeah. At the end of the day, they're both amazing. But
That's right. Fulbright, Padme. Padme's been doing some work. Again, pretty solid. Do you agree with it about number 7 on this list? Or yeah,
I do
what
not.
are your thoughts?
I do not agree with the lineup either.
No, not the lineup. Which lineup do you prefer, man? Which one?
Well, here's the thing: with the addition of the new Kenobi, it's busted that team up. I mean, you've really just got Padme and kind of Barriss kind of left, maybe.
Yep.
yeah, that's a weird team now.
Ahsoka Tano is now, used elsewhere. So it's my personal opinion that team doesn't really exist anymore. And if you wanted to have Padme on there, I can bite, but you got to put the other 4 Bad Batch clones with her, and then you've got a team that can kind of catch some people off guard if it's modded properly.
Ooh, I like that. Ooh, Padme Bad Batch. That's nice as well. Look out.
But
I like it.
I wasn't consulted on making the diagram, so whatever.
This is also a
it's just
non-galactic legend list.
It's a
Fulbright.
non-GL list. So we're looking for
but
options.
Padme
No
with the
GL.
Bad Batch, that's non-galactic legend.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah. And there's the argument to be had of putting 3PO in there in that lineup.
Yeah, 3PO
but-
as well. Certainly. There's a couple of different ways we know we can work Padme, but Padme as a base, number 7, there's different lineups you can use. But yeah, of course, number 7, Padme, she's still an absolute solid unit on the list, no doubt. Let's move back down to Hollywood Cutter. Let's move down to our boy Cutter down there. Dude, let's talk Grievous,
One
man.
and only.
Let's get down to Cutter down there, bro. Now, of course, we've got Grievous. Grievous, very solid on defense. I mean, good in attack as well, but mostly seen on defense for the majority of people still. Your
Mostly
thoughts?
seen on defense. It can be used on offense. I've seen some cases where Grievous can even take on a C team. So I would agree on this case. I wildly disagree with you on DR, but I'll agree. Number 8 spot is appropriate for Grievous because, across all game modes, Grievous, you're going to lose some banners, possibly at least 1 or 2 banners, maybe. Depending on how you're modded taking them out. If you're facing a Grievous on defense and again on offense, I think Grievous can be effective if you can play it right. So I would agree. 8 spot, perfect. It's a like you said, tried and true, tried and tested team, and a lot of top end guilds still use GG to this day.
Yeah.
It's solid no matter how you cut it.
And it just holds. I mean, sometimes you get drop battles.
Yeah,
it can go
really does.
sideways.
Hey, I'll tell you what. I was talking to my TL just a couple days ago in Dead Forest Guard, and we were griping, and the conversation came up because we were griping about trying to balance, 33 stars in Dark Side territory battles or go after the SM, right? Maximizing your rewards. And we were like, man, if only people would have more of their separatist droids relic. And the point was made, well, when we're in TW, sometimes if we have to place our GG teams, sometimes it's the gear 12 guys that get the holds. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So even an undergeared Grievous team, where you're killing those droids so quickly, Grievous is getting more turns, and you can actually defeat an entire counter outright. So it's pretty wild.
No, that's nice. Still works really well. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Dialar Bounty Hunters. Now, again, my cult favorite. I love my hunters a lot. Let's not confuse them with Benny Hunters, a restaurant, as Australians say it, because we can't talk properly. But Bounty Hunters, mate, they are doing... They've had a bit of a comeback, of course, since Grief and Mando have been added to that lineup, haven't they? It's been a lot of fun. It really has.
Absolutely. So, yeah, Bounty Hunters, if you put, the Mando lead, like Yoda Forces in the house, in the chat, put Mando lead, he can kill DR.
Yeah.
Bosk is great on offense because you can get a lot of banner regen. Now, if you really wanted to get cheeky and you do have a good Aura Singh on offense, I think in the new 5v5 format, an Aura Singh led bounty hunter team is going to be great because you can get to contract almost immediately, kill whoever you want. If you were going to do that, I'd say pull Django out and put him with like a Newt, Dooku, Nest, Separatist team. Great team. You're going to need those teams. But this lineup, either Django lead, either Mando lead, either Bosk lead, the bounty hunters, as soon as they gave us Grief and Mando, they just do so many things, and they do them well.
Yeah, no, totally agree. Absolutely. And let's finish off with our boy, Fulbright up the top, bro. We should actually probably give it to Cutter, being Kentucky's, and we're talking sisters and stuff. But anyway, that's a whole different story. It's a joke. It's a joke, people. I'm joking, right? Okay, it's a joke. But Fulbright, let's talk Night Sisters, brother. Let's talk Night Sisters. Man, again, still doing some great work after a long time now. Still pretty solid.
The best part about the sisters, man, is they are the most unreliable offense and defense.
Yeah.
Just when you think, hey, let's going to hold, they don't. Just when you think, I don't have them modded very good, they're not going to hold, they do. I've seen the people that swear up and down that they can get max banners with their sisters every time, and then you watch them drop the battle. But people keep on coming back for punishment. Night Sisters are like the king of the BDSM. It's just how it is in Swago. That's just how it goes. And they belong at number 10 on this list, no doubt about it.
So there we go. So straight up, guys, that's our list. Get down in the comments below. Let us know what you think. Again, we are filming this live on Twitch on the Grizzly Sessions, Friday night, 11 p.m. US. You don't want to miss that. It is wicked. We're going to really have a ball now. The pressure's off. We're going to go off and do some crazy stuff. So we'll see you on the next video, but let us know in the comments below. Hit the like button. Smash that red button. It helps us grow the channel. And we'll see you on the next one, guys. Love you all. Bye. Mwah.